Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit, and I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil.
I called child services on my ex because he pissed me off.
It's an evil world we live in.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga? He ain't lying.
Peace, everybody. It's your boy, Let's Talk. We back with another video. Alright, man. So we got a woman that's going viral on TikTok for saying that woman is evil.
I beg your pardon?
Now, this is a touchy subject, especially because you got a lot of women who view these videos and they think that they're not evil. Of course, because she's talking about them. But we're going to get through these videos because she's not the only one. Apparently, there's a bunch of other ladies and men saying the exact same thing. So I got these videos, so we're gonna check them out and see what they're saying. And of course, stick around to the end because what that lady said, I agree with her for the most part. Some parts I do disagree with, but like I said, she's not the only one, so it must be some merit into what they're talking about. All right, so we ain't gonna waste no more time. We're gonna check these videos out. So without further ado, let's see what they're talking about.
Like I said before, nobody knows a woman better than another woman. I'm just telling you, y'all. You know, you have your quote unquote male gurus out here. They think they can give advice to men about women. But let me tell you, some of these people, they have not a clue what they're dealing with. I'm just telling you, y'all, when you dealing with an evil woman, you dealing with a whole nother animal, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not over exaggerating. I'm just letting you know. The is the limit for the evil that they are capable of doing. I'm just telling you. And it's like it's nobody, no one is off limits uh, for them to use and for them to abuse, not even children. I'm just letting you know. Uh, they don't have a cutoff.
Something that she said that was interesting and sad at the exact same time, which was not even children. And that's the truth. Y'all know the saying, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. That's real. Women, they don't got no chill button. And when you get on their bad side, they do whatever they can to see you go under. And if children comes into play, then it's all fair game when it comes to women, especially when they're trying to seek vengeance. Now, this is not to say all women, because I don't want to just make it seem like all women are bad, because this is potentially men and women. Men and women can potentially do like bad stuff, but when we talking about like when women go just all hell fury, that is nothing that like men don't even touch women when it comes to stuff like that. So what she said is absolutely right. But let's continue.
Women have
For sure.
I spoke about that. I think women are allowed to be, they're allowed to be delusional. They're allowed to not be disciplined.
What is that?
I find it funny because not too long ago, she was saying the exact opposite about women. Because about 4 or 5 months ago, she was saying all the worst thing about men, putting all the blame on men.
He ain't lying.
So I guess now that she having relationship problems with women, she's starting to see that the stuff that men were saying was absolutely right. But I got to give credit to where credit is due. What she's saying, it is absolutely right. Like, women are allowed to just do whatever they want with like no type of accountability at all. And this is the reason why you got just women just feeling like they can do and say whatever they want, and there'd be like no type of consequence, to the point where as though even now they're starting to do it to other women. They're treating studs like men. I see videos now where studs are saying that the femme women that they're dealing with, they're expecting them to do all the stuff that the men was doing, even to the point where they want them to be tall. And y'all know, generally speaking, women are short. Women are like 5'8" and below, generally speaking. But they want them to be 5'9" and 5'10", 6 feet like a man. It's crazy, but this is what happens when you let feminism run amok. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Women are not nice. You see, women are like the weapon formed against us.
God damn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that one, there's no way. When they say a weapon formed against us shall not prosper, that weapon prospers all the time.
The reality is, a lot of men will say, she lied to me in the beginning, she was so good, she lied to me, she lied to me, she lied to me. Women never, ever, ever lie.
The fuck is he talking about?
Never do they lie. They might not say the truth, but they always show you the truth. Every woman that you've been with that has hurt you, used you, cheated on you, stolen from you, whatever it is, she showed you her red flags from day one. You chose to ignore them.
Women are wicked. Women are ungodly. Take my not foolish, great advice.
She is right about one part. Women do show their signs, but most men, they do choose to ignore them because they just looking at a big butt and a smile.
Oh, say less.
I'm not exempt. I was the person who did the exact same thing, so I know what it is. But once you get to a certain point, once you get experience and you start dealing with women a whole lot, you start to see their patterns, you start to see the signs, and you start to pick up on it. And once you start not liking all that stuff, you like, all right, I'm tired of just dealing with, superficial type of women who just care about themselves, or who just blatantly evil, who just got bad mouths and everything. Because most men, they deal with women because they look good or they just trying to smash. But once you get to a certain level in life, you don't really care about just smashing. You care about peace. And if they're not bringing you peace, then you don't even want to be around them, even if they do look good or they got a big butt or anything. So yeah, she's absolutely right about that part. But when she said that they don't lie,
Stop the cap.
Evil women in their dark feminine era, and the women out here treating men just as poorly as a lot of these toxic men have treated women. I come before you humbly and I beg you, please, may you seek vengeance for my innocence that has been destroyed by giving trust to the wrong men.
She belongs to the streets.
Whoa, pick better, they say. I beseech you to please hear me, that I have been deceived and misled. And they lied.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
I beg you, evil women, please, please, find the men that I've dated, and may you date them, one after the other. Evil woman, evil woman, evil woman, and make them understand how it feels to be deceived. I pray you and honor you by me staying in my integrity and not becoming evil myself and allowing my evil ones to do it for me.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This is the dumb shit that guys be talking about that some women do. Now, she clearly said that she's trying to keep her integrity, so she's not trying to become evil herself. Yet, she's egging other women to do her dirty work. And this is the echo chamber that a lot of women fall into. Because, I'll just put it like this. A lot of women are not evil. A lot of women want to do good. A lot of women want to have a man. They want to do the right thing, etc. Yet, they see a group of women who do the exact opposite. And instead of calling them out on it, they cheer them on. They praise them and tell them, yeah, they do this and do that and everything. And then when those good girls or whatever, so-called good girls, when they get upset and everything, then those girls that they cheer on, they want to tell them to do their dirty work and stuff like that, and then kind of join the club. And this is why, like, people will never get ahead, especially in relationships. And you got guys, they do this same thing, but not like females, because females are more emotional. You got emotional dudes nowadays too, which I'll probably talk about in a separate video. But for the most part, we all know that females are more emotional, and this is like an emotional response. So, like, I don't really put a whole lot of stock into it, but it is a bad situation, and you got a lot of females who do this. So y'all need to cut it out, because y'all make videos and y'all say stuff like this. Y'all gotta remember that females are not the only one who watch our videos. Guys watch the videos too. They see what y'all doing. So this is why you got a lot of guys just falling back and saying, you know what, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna fall back and see how this play out, because right now the juice, it ain't worth the squeeze.
I don't know who need to hear this, but listen to this message and take heed. Watch those women and beware of those women that know you, that get into relationships with your child's father. I'm going to say it again for the folks in the back that didn't hear me. Watch those women that know you personally, that get into these relationships with your child's father. I'm going to tell you why. Anytime a woman knows you personally, even if she works with you at your job and she ends up with your child's father, you got to watch out for that shit. She might have gotten with your child's father because out of animosity, because she don't like you, because she wants to have secret competition with you. She simply doesn't like you. So she gets into a relationship with your child's father out of animosity towards you.
You don't find that suspicious?
Oh yes, it's a lot of females that do that. And then you gotta be careful, because that female will turn the father against their own child. Next thing you know, the father don't call the child, the father don't pick up the child, don't spend time with the child, all because she don't like you, but she's in a relationship with your child's father. She could be asking your child all these questions. Next thing you know, DCF is involved. And this is why a lot of you men gotta be careful of who you get in a relationship with as well. Because a lot of these women, they know your child's mother personally. They probably work together. Your girlfriend might have secret animosity towards your child's mother. So a lot of females might get with you just to get back at her.
It's an evil world we live in.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I've heard of situations like that, that woman will get with a man just to spite another woman because she know that man may have a child with that woman that she got beef with. So they do all that type of stuff. Like I said, it's all emotional. Now, personally, I've never had to deal with that type of stuff, and I don't know anybody in my circle who had to deal with that, but I did hear of stories like that a whole lot throughout my lifetime. But I do have to say that any man who would turn against his own child just over some yams, that's a sucker. Like, that's some sucker move right there. You don't do stuff like that, because in reality, when you do stuff like that, then you just letting her just run the relationship. She running all over you, because how you gonna let some outside entity come inside your home, into your relationship with you and your child, and tell you that, I don't know, don't see the child or don't buy the child this and that. Now, I've heard of situations like that. And like I said, that's sucker stuff. Dudes like that, I don't really consider them as men.
My nigga.
So there's accountability on both sides. But yeah, women who do stuff like that is just pure evil.
Okay, so this is something that I honestly been pondering on actually for a few years now. I remember what the Bible said about women and you know, like the evil spirit, what the Bible says about the Jezebel spirit, and you know, things I see that women do, things I know and heard that women do. The paternity issue, how these women lay next to a man for years, looking a kid in the eyes for years, knowing there's no relation. How good men get stomped out, how kids are just used for a check. I've come to the conclusion that I think women are just pure evil. Like, I really think women are just pure evil. Women are naturally evil beings, I believe. And only a woman who's honest about our natural nature of being deceptive can change it. Like, for example, I know that naturally there's a selfish, gimme, 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 I want that type of way about me. So, about people, period, but especially women. So if you can't be honest and say that that's in there, then you can't deal with it and address it. And so I've noticed that the women who say they're the dopest, they're the this, they're the that, are usually the worst, because you have to acknowledge the beast in you in order to tame it.
Yo, this nigga is off the hook.
And so I really just think most women are naturally evil, period. I just think they're evil. And not even just how they deal with men and kids makes them evil, but how they deal with each other. Women are so jealous, deceptive, conniving. Like, you can just feel the evil when you are in the presence of certain women. You can walk in a room and you just feel the daggers. You just feel that demonic spirit. Women are evil. I don't care what nobody say. Women are untrustworthy, deceitful, demonic beings. I said what I said.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And sis was cooking. She said a whole lot of stuff that I agree with, because she mentioned the Bible and the Jezebel spirit. Yes, the Bible does mention women tendencies. Like, it goes all the way back to the first woman, Eve, how she was tempted by the serpent to eating the forbidden fruit, and then how she persuaded Adam to do the exact same thing, which in turn, you know, brought sin to the world and, you know, gave birth pains, figuratively and literally. But the thing I do disagree with her with is she tried to make it sound like women are just evil and men are not. You know, when you mention the Bible, you gotta mention that there's a balance. God made man and he made woman from man. You know, so everything that woman is capable of, man is too. Let's not forget, although Eve ate the fruit, Adam did too. You know, he should have been strong enough to not be tempted by his yams that he had. So, you know, it kind of goes on both sides. But she is right, though. Women do a lot of wicked stuff. Like I said, they go above and beyond to hurt you. Like, they go for the jugular, it seems like, especially when it comes to relationships. You know, like, I'm not a woman, so I can't tell you really verbatim how it is of an interaction between a woman and another woman. I just go off of what I see with my own two eyes. But I can tell you, like, personally, when it comes to man and woman, especially like in relationships. And it don't even have to be a romantic relationships. It can just be friendships. But when it just like go awry, when it goes sour, then yeah, they do whatever they can to try to be petty, you know, far beyond anything that I've seen from a guy. So, well, a lot of these females were saying they absolutely right about it, but that's just life. That's nature. That's just the nature of people. Because, like I like to say, it's not really about man. It's not really about women. It's about people, and people are just wicked, and people are evil. So it goes hand in hand. But this was good for conversation. It's good for content, and it's good for educational purposes too, because a lot of people need to know this stuff, because you got a lot of dudes who just naive, and you got a lot of women who seem to be naive, although I believe they really understand, they know. But when you got a lot of women who are speaking up on this stuff, I think it don't fall on deaf ears, because a lot of men can say women this and women that, and you know, it just comes off as misogyny. But when you got women saying the exact same thing that the man is saying about women, then it's kind of hard to kind of, you know, go against, in a sense, because who know women better than women? So that's how I look at it. But if y'all like this video, let me know what y'all think. And make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.